throw it away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I won't bend, break, I'm going away. Every moment's one more chance to stand up or get in the way. So when I go, I want the world to know I was alive. I was alive. I want the world to know I was alive. I was alive. I want the world to know.
Hello YouTube and welcome to Lime Rock, Connecticut, site to chase race number 3 of the NRSL Reebok Truck Series. We're getting so far ahead that I'm getting lost in track. Okay. As you can see, the front row today, a couple of chasers, as it's Jonathan Zorline who will start alongside Amanda Shelley in on the front row. Zorline trying to look for back-to-back wins. Steve Pollard will start alongside Sabrina Rogers in row 2 with Chris Wilson and Seth Cole row 3. Dylan Young will start alongside Alger Baranowskis in row 4. And it'll be Alex Perkle and Kev Shearer in row number 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Steven.
We had the Cup Series run here this season, Charles.
I believe this is the final series to actually run here.
Yeah, so we've seen, I don't remember who won the Cup race, but we've seen 2 races in Hooters. It's been a good race. Zorline leading, that's not bode well for the field. So some of the guys like Dylan Young and Irving, who are at the bottom of the chase grid, hopefully they get up there and gain some points. They hope not to lose. But I expect a good race. The no chicane and the chicane race provide good racing in the Hooters Series. We'll see as our final row is Jessica Shelton and Vicky Louvier, so expect a good race.
And the points coming in, it is still close up at the top as Jonathan Zorline comes in with an 11-point lead over RJ Reynolds. And actually, here comes the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
This command has been given. Sam Young is third in points. He is 79 points back as right now Zorline and Reynolds kind of pull away.
Yep, Skycom, it's going.
As everyone will move off the grid, it looks like there. Preston Plord is 82 back in 4th. Kev Shearer is 98 back in 5th. Amanda Shelley is 121 back in 6th. And Sky Commons is 7th in points, 144 points back. Those are the only drivers who could leave here as the points leader. The rest of the chase standings right now, Joshua Hyatt is 8th. Seth Cole 9th. Dylan Young 10th. Zach Flickinger, John Irvin round out the rest of the grid. And because it is a road course and this week we do not have caution flags, we are going to cut away for the rest of the pace lap, just kind of head on full just in case we needed all that time. So we'll be right back with this green flag here for the Ford F-150 150. And we're back, getting ready to go green as Stephen Paul III has blown up on the pace lap.
Shenanigans.
So that happened.
With that, we if Samet Ozkan is watching, what's your obsession with Reed Sorensen?
Wow.
We had to throw that in there.
You just went there.
We had to.
Come on, a guy can have a favorite driver. Come on.
We had the green flag is coming. We had to throw that in there.
As pace truck is off and the green flag is out as the Toyota leads us down in the Ford race.
We had to. Okay, Zorline leads it into turn 1.
Yes, he will. Amanda Shelley going to be 3 wide, possibly for second. Actually going to throw it around the outside, but not enough. And oh my!
What? Well, Amy Shelley's dead, and Kev's dead, and
Preston
dead. The testing has gone wrong. Oh God, Kev's still not dead.
And they're still wrecking up here. That was Jack James in the 13. RJ Reynolds has damage in the 09.
I think we're at 110%. Maybe this is why.
Yeah, we are, but I don't remember having that much problems with it before. But oh well. We'll have to wait and see how well this goes in for the rest of it. As Jonathan Zorline is free and clear for the race lead. Sabrina Rogers to second. Steve Pollard third. Seth Cole in fourth. And Chris Wilson rounds up the top 5.
Well, I don't know what to say. We didn't even see that in the no chicane and the chicane version in the Hooter series.
As
Amanda Shelley's dead.
a lot of damage there to that 7 truck, as
That's the end of the chase hopes for her.
William Brock apparently was slow off the final corner. Algebra Analysis with damage to the 17.
And he's running 10th. Or she running 10th.
Yes, good job. Sky Commons.
Rep championship hope.
That's on the final corner.
Yeah, he's done. Oh god, somebody's in the pit wall over there.
I believe that might have been Shelton. I saw it was a red truck.
Apparently Chris Fontaine running the 84 this
As Alex Perkle in the 83's got a lot of damage. Someone was off again. That might have been Bafode Sacco. I don't know at this point.
I'm telling you, we got a lot of shenanigans on track. As Stephen Paul III gets back on there, he get a top 20 finish at this rate.
And trying to just find something going on. Let's see. As looks, someone was on pit lane. That was Chris Louvier. Okay.
Man, we should have 3 races at Lime Rock instead of Barber last week.
As I can't even get going on this now. Sabrina Rogers trying to close back in on the 98 here for the race lead.
Sabrina had a good run at Texas, I believe.
Yes, she won there.
Yeah, oh, okay. Well, that was a good catch because she won there. So she's having a good stretch of races now trying to pass the line. And who knows what's going to happen. He might crash in the first corner.
Yeah, he might. Who knows? It was a nice try there for Amanda Shelley on lap 1. Just did not go well.
No, fansponsorme.com was on the side. It's going to be helpmefixthecar.com next.
As right now, Steve Pollard trying to hang on to 3rd from Seth Cole, it looks like, is kind of the type of run Dylan Young would need, although unfortunately for him, it's not going to help.
And Seth Cole's all of the bumper. But remember, some of the chasers in the Cup Series who are also sharing a weekend with you are running in this race to gain experience.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Yeah, but Cup qualifying is the day before, so yeah.
Well, if it ran on the same weekend.
Yes, that would make the most logical sense, as Steve Pollitt's in the crapper in the chase, so running good right now.
Well, in terms
Of the Cups. We've lost. No, Charles.
No, we haven't lost it. I'm just trying to think. John Irvin on pit lane, the 88.
That's another chase.
No, I'm
a
trying
lot
to
of
figure out
chases.
why you're saying something that you were saying, because Cup isn't even in the same venue on this chase race.
Yes, it is. It's the Cup race. It's the Cup race this weekend.
This is gonna. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. I closed out a notepad.
Yeah, I'm serious. It is the race, the preluding race this weekend.
I'm pretty sure he's wrong on that. But I'm not. I don't have the ability to try and.
I'm pretty confident we're going to Lime Rock for Cup this weekend. It is another road course.
If that was
this
the
weekend.
case, we would have already recorded qualifying for that.
No, yeah, we can check right now. I'm positive on it.
I'm not going to check right now while we're doing it. I mean, this is great quality content right here.
As we're having a debate, as Jonathan Zerline is just too dominant.
Now here comes Seth Cole. He's going to be able to try and take 3rd away from Steve Pollard down this French straightaway. And should be able to do so, although Steve Pollard might be able to hang it in there around that outside and be driver's left for the next, and the inside line for the next corner.
Yep, Seth is one of the highest chasers right now, so.
Well, he's 2nd highest of the chasers.
Yeah.
Seth trying to hang it in there, not able to do so. Trevor Germain, after having to... No, never mind. I was thinking of, I think a few weeks ago, where he had to sit out due to... because of Edmonton.
Alright, well, I found the video. We are going to Lime Rock. The Shady Glen 355 is this week. I'm going to send Charles this photo from the Sinus video. An apology. No, I'm joking. But anyways, William Brock is running 10th.
Yes, he is. Trying to fend off from Cole Deaver. Look through the rest of the field right now. As Joshua Osborne trying to close in on Elijah Gilbert for 13th. And looks like he should be able to make the move. Now, can he clear him down into turn number 1 is going to be the question.
Well, running turn went a lot better than Amanda Shelley did.
Wow. Gonna hang it in there a little bit better than Seth Cole did. Should be able to stay there for the next right-hander here for Osborne, and that should be a move complete for the 13th spot. Although I say that, Elijah Gilbert's still there.
So as we get a little farther, as we say the undercut too, as we saw in the Hooters race, Mary, undercut time Pollitt, and oh god.
Alexander Rowe now going to take advantage. He's going to grab the 14th position away from Elijah Gilbert.
And Zach Flinger undercuts Stephen Pollitt the third in the no chicane race. So whoever makes the undercut perfect will have the win. So we'll see if Sabrina and Steve or Seth has a strategy.
And right now, Faith Rollins now on pit lane in the 87 truck.
Yep. We seen on the first race we did. Chris Washer flew off the hill. I wonder if we had anybody if Sky Collins flew off the hill in this race.
Well, we'd have to see in the replays whether or not that actually happened.
Yep. Zorline going for the record most wins in a season. I think in all 3 series with 5.
Yeah. No one's won 5 in a single season in any of the series.
And he won 3 in a row, didn't he?
No. Zorline didn't, no.
I thought no, it was either 2 or 3.
He won 2 in a row.
That's what it was too, yeah. So the 98 truck, I don't know who won the championship last season, but quality content, guys. I'm joking. I don't know who won the championship last season. I'll be completely honest with you.
I know Seth won in season 2. Seth was the one that won the last time we did the 12 driver chase.
Yeah, I don't remember. But 98 Thor Sport looking good. RJ, I don't know where RJ's run. I think he was involved in that first lap crash.
Well, he had damage in one of the crashes.
Yeah. Ouch. That's Sam Young. Where is he? Oh God, the points are just gathering at this line. Oh,
There's
ouch.
Sam Young. He's in, he's battling for 20th. Card Pollard's back there with Zach Flickinger as well.
Well, Card Pollard has got a lot of damage.
So does Zach Flickinger.
Yeah, so a lot of the chasers running below. Plourd's out, Kev's out, Amanda's out, Sky Collins in the back. I don't know where Hyatt's running.
Hyatt was some.
Oh, man.
He's not much higher. He's 19.
Zorline's gonna have a full race lead at this point.
Well, he might. Yeah.
And the thing is, the original chase with no chase is going better than this right now.
Well, I mean, even then, that one would have had probably a big shakeup. So
Seth is probably going to go to second in points by this rate.
I don't think he actually can.
What is he, 162.11?
He's 151 back now. Yeah, he can't get up to second.
Looks like all Zorline's got to do if he can hang on is just have consistent runs. But like we said, we saw at Canadian Tire, Jess was running 5th on the last lap and blew up as all lap car.
That's John Irvin coming out of the pit lane right there with the Menards Toyota.
Yeah, rough race for Irving. Had a good regular season, not having a good chase so far.
And there's one of our Fords. 2 of them actually running in the top 10 right now. Dylan Young and Vince Almarego.
Conspiracy theories. No, I'm joking. The Ford F-150 150. The real question is, what is Shady Glen? I don't know what that is.
You'd have to ask Seth Cole.
Seth, if you're watching, like we asked Ozcon earlier, what the hell is Shady Glen?
I don't know what it is. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just looking through some of the other trucks, Jack James. Oh my God, that truck.
Can you say that thing is aerodynamically efficient?
Probably not, because he just ran a lap time in the 58-second bracket. Meanwhile, Faith Rollins was a 55-second. So yeah, that truck not aerodynamic.
No. It's gonna be a long pit stop too.
Lap time's actually fallen off to a 56-second lap time right here for the race leaders.
So Shady Glen is an old-fashioned burger and ice cream shop.
Okay, so Seth, now you don't have to answer us because Steven decided he was impatient and wanted to look it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, we don't have to talk about that. But anyways, Sabrina.
Yeah, no one's been able to catch that 98 yet.
Do we have post-race inspection?
No.
Massive lag.
Meanwhile,
Oh, there we go.
That was only on your end. Dylan Young trying to catch up to Chris Wilson here still for the battle for 5th.
Yes.
Like I said, a good run here for Dylan Young if he can hang on to it. Just unfortunate for him, he's going to lose points in all of it.
No pit stops yet either, so maybe we're not going to see one in this race.
We'll see. Seth Cole still running in the top 5, trying to catch Steve Pollard and get by him for 3rd. That would be 5 extra points for him.
Yep. Now you also think about all the cars who wrecked. They have a chance to win because if they have pit stops, they've already made their pit stop already. So maybe they can undercut that way.
Well, maybe.
I don't know what's about the chase and Sky Commons being a pesky lap car, but he's going to be having round 2 of it.
It certainly looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He was about 4/10 slower than the race leader last time by, so.
Yeah, tough break for him.
On the bright side, he's at least not a lap down already.
Yeah, with
He's
no
still-
caution, he's out of it.
Oh, never mind, he is 1 lap down.
John Irvin's 3 laps down.
Yeah,
Ouch.
Irvin's had multiple pit stops today, as looks like we might be having a battle for the race lead heating up.
Well, I think the 77's... no, the 77 is too far up the road.
I'm willing to bet what happened here is this is a track that lost its Sinai at some point. I just didn't get back entirely.
Yeah,
I'm willing to bet.
This at least cup qualifying is going to be interesting now.
As looks like Zorline was up on the curbing a little bit. Now the gap is less than half a second. Sabrina Rogers looking for her 2nd win on the season.
Yep. Oh yeah, we're actually bringing the original cup cars. Yeah, we're finally seeing those bastards. Excuse my language. Them back this weekend.
And Steve Pollard, I believe this would be. He's still looking for his 1st win on the trucks this season.
No, he won a Colorado National.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. Seth Cole, I know, is looking for his 1st win on the season. If he can get up there.
Yep, he's definitely looking for his 1st one. The 5 has won this season. I know he won at some point.
Chris Wilson?
Yeah, he won at some point in the season.
No, he hasn't.
No, Dylan. I know Dylan hasn't won this season yet. Jermaine almost won at Dover.
Almost.
The 17, I think he
98
won it.
up on that curbing again. Here comes Sabrina Rogers down the front straightaway.
Good run by Rogers there, and Brock won at Pocono.
Yes, although at 10 seconds back, I don't think he's going to be one of the people contending for the win.
You never know if these top 6 pull at him, Amanda Shelley, you never know. As the 5 cars entering the picture there
Meanwhile,
with
John Irvin back up to speed apparently. He's got fresh tires apparently.
being a pesky lap car too.
Well, in a sense, yes. In a sense, no, because he was pushing the 5 car down that straightaway.
He was helping him get up there.
Giving a little bit of a bump draft. Meanwhile, battle for the race lead between Jonathan Zorline and Sabrina Rogers.
Now remember, Sabrina Rogers is 40th in points, battling the points lead. This is a great battle.
Yeah, and with nothing to lose in terms of her championship because she's not fighting for a championship. It's wins or go home, basically.
Yep, pretty much teammates of the 40, the identical same car as the 40, I might add.
And John Irvin has passed Chris Wilson. That is not for position.
And Chris Wilson is probably shaking his fist out the windshield.
Next up for Irvin would be the 22 of Seth Cole.
Yeah, he's the fresher tires, obviously, as you Seth's running a 57, and I don't know what Irvin ran last lap. Yeah,
56 while in traffic.
yeah, that's some speed right there.
Meanwhile, Dylan Young still with the quickest lap time of the race so far. And Sabrina Rogers trying to just find some way around that AM/PM Toyotas. They'll come to 3 laps to go, this time by 98 up on that curbing again.
The one had a great run off that. Here she comes.
Battle for the top spot at Lime Rock with just a couple laps to go as Irvin tries to pass the 22. Side by side into turn 1.
Oh, just got to keep it on the pavement, 98. Oh, so close.
Still side by side. Can Sabrina keep it in there? No, she can't for right now.
Yeah, it was a tough pass to make. So
Although she's going to go back for it again.
they take each other out. Steve Paulus is like shaking his hands.
And Sabrina now has to fall back in line. Here comes that 57 who's... Oh boy.
Well, John Irvin.
John Irvin.
John Irvin, we're going to be meeting after the race.
And that's going to open the door for for Seth Cole, I think they're for 3rd almost, or at least give him a shot to peak.
Damn lap cars.
Meanwhile, now John Irvin closing in on the 1 who's up on the curbing there off the final corner. 2 laps to go at Lime Rock.
This is conspiracy. The 88's going to pass the 1 and block for everybody. Oh my god, what a run.
Oh, contact!
Wow, that's conspiracy theories, alright.
Contact between the 88 and the 1.
The 1's still gaining on the 98 too.
Yeah, that's the funny part about this, isn't it? Although now John Irvin's has a choice here because he's gonna be able to catch that 98 truck.
So what does John Irvin do? Want to be 2 laps down or 3 laps down?
I mean, what's the difference?
Does he want to have a ride at Boston next week or not?
I guess there's a lot of that. I mean, I think he's kind of answering that question right now.
The 88 is fast.
Yeah.
Look at the wow. He's gonna get there.
Zorline up on that curbing again, and here comes John Irvin.
If he pushes him off, this will be the greatest last lap in the history of the series. Whoa!
Oh!
Zorline out of the groove.
Zorline had to compensate.
Oh my god. What are you doing, John Irvin?
John Irvin now 2 laps down to his own teammate.
Well, I think John Irvin thinks the cautions are we're at the airport again.
Well, we're on the final lap anyway.
Yeah, that wasn't a bright move. I can't believe Sabrina Rogers didn't go down the inside and just floor it.
Not gonna catch him, I don't think. It's gonna come down to the final corner.
Yep, Jonathan Zorline's gonna survive his teammate trying to screw him.
Meanwhile, there was Sky Common still up there. And can he keep it on the track?
Runs it off. Yes.
And Jonathan Zorline will set a record for the 5th time this season. He wins in the Reebok Truck Series. He wins at Lime Rock.
Great. We're going to limerock.com. I wonder if that's an actual website.
It probably is. James Shelley actually was side by side with Cole Deaver for 11th at the line.
That was a good race.
And looking through, Kyle Matthews there, 23rd. Ozcon nearly turning his own teammate, I think, after the line. Actually, 69. Oh, Binky actually gets passed for a top 30 on the last lap.
Poor Binky. She tried.
Okay, so I want to take a look at this going into turn 1 first off. Contact between the 2 Turner Motorsports trucks there, the 30 and the 32.
Cement Ozcon's got a lot of explaining to do.
And so with that, let's take a look back at the incident on lap 1, and we'll see if there was anything else. I actually don't think there was with how many trucks we had finishing. So we'll do that, and then we'll be back for the closing remarks. And we're back. Here's what happened with Amanda Shelley. We saw hers, and we're going to be able to watch from this camera angle to see Preston Plord and Kev Shear come into the camera shot.
Yeah, just try to, just drove it in there too hot. Didn't expect the cold tires like that, and then just died.
And Kev drove it off as well in that same part. And there's Preston. Although the thing is, if you look at it, you could almost say maybe also caught a little bit off guard by the 98. Watch the 98 going through turn one.
Yeah, tries the block, and then the 7 just carrying too much speed. And then Preston Plo, it wouldn't be a wreck if Preston Plo was just like, hey, let me do the same thing you did.
Although Preston was actually battling with one of the Norm Benning trucks, I didn't quite catch which one it was, whether it was the 75 or the 50. Actually, it had to have been the 75. Just
Yeah, the 75 got
actually,
a
it was
lot.
battling with the 77. I'm sorry, Sky Commons.
Now we've seen the 75 got enough damage to get Chapter 11 again. So
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to look at that wreck as well. Let's see what happened with his truck. Oh, that's where Elijah Gilbert got turned around.
and then everybody just arca braked it.
Well, actually, it looks like they also spun a little bit just in front of the 16 as well.
Don't think Gilbert's in the chase. No, he's not.
No, he's not. Oh, we see RJ Reynolds going off. I saw that. Kyle Matthews gets turned around back there.
And that's where RJ gets his damage. As he actually hits the tire barrier. Oh, God.
And that's where Jack James got his as well.
18 hooked the 59, 13. Oh, just so. Oh, man, they got so unlucky. If they were a few feet, they would have missed the wall. Or would have hit the
Actually,
fence over there.
Jack James doesn't have as much damage as we saw on his truck later point in this race. So,
Well,
there's Shelton getting turned.
at the 30, somebody got turned up the hill and died. That's
That
Ozcon.
was Ozcon by Johnny Gardner, ironically.
Okay, if we.
Only me and Steven are gonna. Oh my god, I just skipped. That was terrible. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's the funniest thing ever because Johnny broke his battery pack over Smith's car.
Oh my god,
That is
so
a lip.
only me and Steven are gonna get what's funny about this, but that is so funny that Johnny actually got into the 30. I'm so sorry. Oh, a lot of stuff going on between the 84 and the 92 there.
Max Anderson is banned from TeamSpeak for like 1 week. Oh wow, just finishes her off there.
Jeez. Although, then again, the finishing blow would also be later on the lap.
What did the 30 hit?
Good question. Let's.
Because he just died. Oh yeah, wow,
he's
he's
gonna
slid.
he's gonna end up hitting the catch fencing over here.
Oh, he drove off. Oh, in the distance you can see the 40 car in the background.
What?
I was hoping you were gonna get the joke with the 40 car, but we'll just let that one slide.
Okay. I didn't get the joke. No. So
Chip Ganassi's 40 car.
Oh. So I'm guessing something that happened. Well, actually, we had another spin here.
Yeah. Somebody
Tim
probably went
Randolph
off.
was turned around. That's where Sky Commons goes around.
Very
Again.
sloppy wreck.
Let's see what happened here.
Oh, well.
Actually, they spun up ahead of him as well. We're not getting a very good camera angle though of Sky Commons. Well, you were talking about the hill.
There it is. And man, somebody died up the hill. Oh, 6 car. Wee! Baranowski's got a top 10 flying up the hill.
Baranowskis goes off the hill.
Over the hill we go. Wee!
And like you said, somehow still managed to finish top 10.
That suspension is destroyed. Oh God.
Fitzwater getting turned on the front straightaway.
Man, that just sucks. That was most chaotic first lap. That was more action than we saw at Barber in the whole entire race.
Sam Young also got turned around over here.
Oh, another up the hill. 16 was up the hill too.
So Dylan Young gets into Baranowskis. And Sam Young goes off of the 83.
Yep.
And then Perko gets turned by the 59. Vince Almarego dumps the 0.
He wasn't a fan of Jennifer Jo Cobb.
And then back here,
I seen the 16 go up the hill. I don't know what happened to him.
Tom Shelley is the one that's going to turn the 90 or the 77 around.
And then
Oh, Hyatt runs into the 97. Gardner runs into the 97.
we saw Gardner plow twice at Pig's Creek. So Gardner has to work on his brakes.
Tim Randolph also getting turned around in the chaos behind all of this.
I think somebody's gonna come behind the 13 and just absolutely clobber him. And
He actually turns face Rollins. Oh, that's where.
yeah, wow, that's just a huge freaking mess. Oh god.
That's where. Oh.
Okay, that's an interesting place to hit the pit wall.
Jack James deciding to get some revenge, I guess.
The poor flagman over there is dead.
So that's what happened all on the first lap, and truthfully, RJ. Oh.
Nice. Wow, RJ just saw his life flash before his eyes. He's already dead, but he's flashing.
With that, I think that was all I think that was all there was for Rex. I mean, that's all I could definitely think about there being. Other than maybe John Irvin to cause him to be a couple laps down, but other than that, I guess we'll look for that, and then if nothing happened, then we'll bring you back for the race review, basically, final remarks. So, yeah. And we are back. Here's your running order today. Jonathan Zorland with his 5th win on the season, a new Reebok Truck Series record, and a new record for any series on my channel. No one has ever eclipsed the 5-win mark in a single season. Sabrina Rogers 2nd, Steve Pollard, Seth Cole with his 2nd top 5 of the season, both of them in the chase so far. Chris Wilson, Dylan Young, Trevor Germain, Vince Almorego, Alger Baranowskis, and William Brock, the top 10. So pair of Fords inside the top 10 in their own race, so that's a good sign at least. Especially considering there's only 4 Fords in the entire field. And a look at the bottom results, Stephen Paul III with a did not start. So he'll get credit for 42nd place points. With that, Steven, your final thoughts today.
It was definitely the first lap. It was a good race. Definitely crazy. First lap knocked a lot of people out. Good run for Zorline. Good run for Seth Cole. Some chasers there. Dylan Young, another chaser. Although a lot of chasers having problems, it's definitely going to make Boston, a few coming up races, very interesting to see if people can gain points. And Zorline at this point, all he needs to do is start his engine and have a good solid top 20 runs, and he might win the championship. So Zorline got the first 5 wins. This is going to bode well for Steve Pollard to get 5 wins in the Cup race this weekend. But I digress. But anyways, next week we are going back. We are going back to a normal racetrack at Boston, one of my favorites. So I cannot wait for that weekend. So I'll see you guys at Boston.
With that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm Gordon Fan201, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.